Some of the video today is going to be back to front because I'm using a different phone to do the videoing and it won't fit on the gimbal correctly because the volume buttons and the on-off button are in the wrong place for the cradle that it sits in. This place is blowing my mind and I haven't walked far. Oh, we almost got some light then. I found another couple of compositions. The problem I've got is because the paths are so thin and narrow, I can't really put the camera down anywhere to show you. So I'm going to take the shots, then I'm going to walk around and show you what's what. So the first thing I came across, so let me just back up here a little bit. Woohoo! I'll just flip you around. Right, so this is the first one that I came across. And get down low. Beautiful path leading you through. And then as you walk up, the path actually curves round to the left. And there's just garlic all over. So I'm thinking that could make a shot. Maybe from about there. I daren't move over here because there's just garlic everywhere. But I wanted to get that little bit of curve in. So I quite like that. As you can tell, the light is just coming through and it's beginning to hit over here. So the second composition, which is the one I'm working on at the moment. Oh, it's exciting! I'm so excited! I found a bit of a way through. We have that. Look at that path, it's a gorgeous path all the way through. It actually comes up here as well and I thought that might work, but I've been there and it doesn't. And we're just getting bits of dapple light come through. So settings wise, if we can see, let's just try and pull this out so we don't keep turning the darn thing off. That's brilliant because of the now that I really do like. F11, 5th of a second. I'm on manual exposure and I'm keeping it at ISO 200. There is a bit of a breeze, so I'm trying to get a good depth of field, hence F11. I've got ISO 200 to let more light in, but a 5th of a second is about the only option I've got. It's not quite as dark on there as it looks on there, but I do like that. It's really good, this wood. This time last year, what are we in? End of May. I've been back at work for 3 weeks, but the last couple of months last year, I'd been out scouting. This was too far. This is not classed as my local area. But I'm so glad I called in just on the off chance last weekend. It's awesome. God, if we get fog in here in the winter, all I need now is a really gnarly old oak tree in the middle of some silver birch. Or some beech trees. It'd be like Nirvana! Right, I'm going to crack on, because I'm sure there's more to find around here. Well, I've dropped down from up the top. The wind is really picking up, so it's a little bit more sheltered down here. And you may just be able to see this beautifully old and wonderfully textured tree trunk. Whoops, I'm falling over, get me balance. We've got a V shape coming in from the left-hand side of the tree trunk that's full of wild garlic, and then we have a path going down with wild garlic on either side. That actually makes Unfortunately, my mic has decided to play up, so I have to go home and buy a new one. Yes, this is one of the spots that I found when I was here the weekend, last weekend. It won't have been last weekend's vlog, it'll been probably the weekend before that. And the wind's blowing the leaves, so every now and then I get a leaf in the way. I've picked this out simply because of the wonderful lines. There's a lovely curve there, there's another one there. We've got a bit of a gully coming down here. I've got a beautifully straight beech tree, and then another darker beech tree that contrasts nicely with the third one there. So I'm thinking that'll work quite well. I've moved the tripod several times and taken a couple of different images, but I think I'm happier with this one. I did the old zoom in and zoom out hand holding and tweaking the composition, but I think I found a couple that I quite liked, and it's a case of having a look on the computer when I get home to see which one I prefer. I think it's this one. That's basically my composition. You can see the contours showing up really nicely there. The lovely dark bark contrasting with the lighter one in the background. A few beech leaves here. A beautifully straight beech tree up there. I'm in landscape orientation, and if Zed will wake up... Oh, it's because I've blocked the eyepiece again. There you go. F11, quarter of a second, and I really like that. The greens from the polarizer that I've put on. And a 0.6 soft grad, just because I'm getting bits of the sky in, and I really don't want them to be too bright. Was a good morning. It's 11:45 and I've been out since 7:30, so I think I need to go home and get some lunch. I've learnt or remembered a few things today. First of all, excuse me, I find it more so in woodland. Pop your tripod down, wander around with your camera in your hand. Go high, go low, zoom in, zoom out. Slight adjustments left and right can make all the difference to a composition. And it also opens up other compositions that you might not spot if you become like me sometimes, tunnel vision. That's my composition, that's what I want to do. And I exclude any other possibilities. By wandering around with the camera off the tripod, it opens up other compositions that I wouldn't normally spot. So that's good. Number two, the polarizer has a phenomenal effect on the greens. It really makes them pop. It lifts the image. It gives it a real depth. Without the polarizer, I was finding the greens were quite flat. The polarizer just brings them to life. It's the Lee landscape polarizer I've got, which kind of warms things up as well. And thirdly, swap your lenses out. I started shooting today primarily with a 17-55. I then popped the 70-200 on for the close-up images where I wanted to get a really good depth of field or a shallow depth of field. Excludes the background. And I finished off with a 10-20, just for the hell of it, a wide angle. Getting different perspectives, different fields of view really makes a difference. So yeah, it's really good. Thank you very much for coming along. I promise I'll keep out of the woodlands for a couple of weeks now. I might pop back next weekend if it looks like we're going to get some light, because that garlic with some sunlight on it would be, out of this world. But I promise I won't do another vlog. I'll just pop any images up at the end of this one, because I'm a couple of weeks behind with my videos anyway. So as I say, hope you're all having a good weekend. Thanks for coming along. Look after yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.